Europe is home to some of the world's most iconic destinations. But not every tourist hotspot is worth the hype. Imagine traveling thousands of miles, spending a fortune, only to be met with massive crowds, overpriced food, and an underwhelming experience. Sound familiar? Before you book your next trip, let's talk about Europe's most disappointing tourist spots, the ones you might want to skip or rethink. Stick around, because we'll also share some better alternatives that are actually worth your time. Let's get into it. Not every famous tourist spot in Europe lives up to the hype. Some are overpriced, overcrowded, or just underwhelming. Here are a few you might want to skip, or at least lower your expectations for. 1. Mannequin Pies, Brussels, Belgium. It's just a tiny statue of a boy peeing. You'll find huge crowds and souvenir shops selling everything from Mannequin Pies chocolates to corkscrews. Underwhelming. 2. Mona Lisa at the Louvre, Paris, France. Yes, it's legendary, but it's also small, behind glass and surrounded by hundreds of tourists waving phones and cameras. You might be better off admiring a high-res image online. 3. Checkpoint, Charlie, Berlin, Germany. This Cold War relic is now a tacky tourist trap. The original guardhouse is gone, and actors dressed as soldiers charge for photos. Not exactly an authentic historical experience. 4. The Little Mermaid, Copenhagen, Denmark. This statue is, well, little. It's also frequently vandalized, and its location near an industrial harbour isn't exactly picturesque. 5. Pisa's Leaning Tower, Italy. The tower itself is cool, but the area around it is filled with aggressive souvenir vendors and tourists doing the predictable holding up the tower pose. It's also a long trip from other major Italian cities. 6. Las Ramblas, Barcelona, Spain. Once charming, now filled with overpriced restaurants, pickpockets, and pushy street performers. There are better places to experience Barcelona's vibrant culture. 7. The Astronomical Clock, Prague, Czech Republic. People gather in huge crowds every hour, expecting an impressive show. Instead, they get a short, underwhelming display of moving figures. Prague has far more interesting sights. 8. Santorini in peak season, Greece. Whitewashed houses and stunning sunsets. Yes, but also packed streets, expensive everything, and a struggle to get that perfect Instagram shot without 50 strangers in it. 9. The Blarney Stone, Ireland, kissing a germ-covered rock while hanging upside down, plus long lines and overpriced entrance fees. You might want to skip this one. 10. Stonehenge, England. You can't get very close, and it's just a bunch of rocks in a field. Plus, there's often terrible weather to top it off. Better alternatives? Instead of Las Ramblas, explore Barcelona's El Born or Gracia neighbourhoods. Instead of Mona Lisa, check out the Musée d'Orsay or the Rodin Museum. Instead of Santorini, visit less crowded Greek islands like Milos or Naxos. So, there you have it, some of Europe's most overrated tourist spots. While these places aren't necessarily bad, they often don't live up to the hype. The key to a great trip? Managing expectations and knowing where to go instead. Have you ever visited a place that totally disappointed you? Let us know in the comments. And if you're looking for hidden gems and must-visit spots, check out our other videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more travel tips. Safe travels.